Good morning, Lance. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. I'm not sure if you can see me. My name's Parker Cotton. I'm from the Bozeman Daily Chronicle. I think I just have one or two quick questions here for you. Um, if you could speak maybe broadly on maybe the feelings of your senior class for having increased the number of wins each year, having gone through, progressively further into the playoffs, going through a coaching change and a pandemic to reach this point. Can you speak at all to what sort of sense of accomplishment or pride that your group of seniors has?
I mean, this group of seniors, we're a tight knit group, and we work hard, and we're all family, we're brothers, and to have all this knowledge is super cool, and to be in this position, have this opportunity to go down and compete for a national championship that hasn't been done in 37 years is a pretty special moment for us.
Is this a years all career that you maybe could have expected 4 or 5 years ago?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Was this, a moment that you all could have fathomed reading 4 or 5 years ago?
I mean, it's something we've all been, working for. Since I got here, we've continuously improved every single year. And my last year and a lot of our last years, we've put in the work, and our hard work's about to pay off, and we're all excited for this opportunity.
And then maybe just my last thing is, can you take us through process of maybe building a relationship with Tommy Malott, maybe when he first got here, because there's such a significant age gap between you guys, and then if that process had to accelerate it all once he was actually named the starter later in the year, can you take us through what that process has been like?
I mean, yeah, he came in, he's a freshman, and we always take the freshmen on our wings. We treat everyone the same, and he's a really hard worker. He's probably one of the hardest workers on the team. He's just been waiting for his opportunity. And when he got it, he came in. He was a leader for us, as a QB should. And just kind of took him under my wing and talked to him more, watched film with him more, and just made sure he was comfortable with the game plan. Everything that we had going on. And because his first start was our first playoff game, and that's got to be nerve-wracking for a freshman and a first career start as a QB. And so, just try to make him as comfortable as possible and make sure you can go out there and execute.
All right. That's all I got for you, Lance. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Lance, what do you think's really worked well in this postseason for you guys to kind of keep your composure and just keep your foot on the gas going into the next game ahead?
Just focusing on the task at hand. And, with Tommy, he's a dual threat QB. He throws a really nice ball. He can, obviously he can run really well. He's proven that every week. And I would just say, he's continuously gotten better as every single game has gone on. And he's bringing something to the table that he didn't have, the previous week. And, just each week he's getting better and better. And he's becoming more of a leader for us.
Is there anything specific that stands out about Montana kids in general on the team? Like their work ethic or their composure or anything? Is there anything a little different?
I would just say there's a sense of pride, playing for one of your state schools. And not just Montana guys, everyone on this team is hardworking and is ready for this opportunity and ready to go accomplish the goal that we've had set since January.
And just
sorry, Victor, you want to go ahead?
Go ahead, Alex.
Lance, quick one for me. What is the feeling surrounding the team right now, knowing that you guys are one of the Final Four college football teams practicing for a championship?
It's a pretty surreal, moment. I was telling Bill a little earlier, to be growing up as a Bobcat fan and, just to see what they've been able to accomplish. And then now you get on the team and now we've set ourselves up for an opportunity to go accomplish something that hasn't been done in 37 years is a pretty surreal opportunity when, you take a step back from it.
Last one for me. Are there any final things that you guys are working on within practice? Anything you're doing differently this week prior to going to Texas, or keeping it pretty the same in comparison to the season in the last few weeks?
I'd say just keeping it the same. it's just another game. We're trying not to, let the moment get too big for us. And just as far as practice, just keeping our focus, staying locked in, trying not to, get overwhelmed with the fact that this is a national championship game. And, just still working hard every single day and just trying to get better every day.
Go ahead, Victor.
Hey, Lance. Just kind of along the lines of the Montana natives thriving for this team, how much has that affected you guys rallying around Tommy, him being a Montana native, if at all?
I wouldn't say the fact that him being a Montana native, but just like I mentioned earlier, him just being a freshman QB, we're just trying to be as positive and support him as much as we can, and just make sure he's comfortable and he's ready with the game plan, and so he can go out there and execute like he has. For
sure. And then just you talked about the pride, but also making sure that, that it's not, I guess, a territorial thing. How much do you guys balance that of accepting other people, but also kind of taking pride in your state and seeing guys like you and Tommy and Troy, succeeding at the highest level?
I mean, just going off the Montana guys, it's cool to see a lot of Montana kids on this team, making plays for us and making a big impact for us. But as far as guys coming onto the team, we support everyone, and like I said, we take everyone under our wing, and it doesn't really matter where you're from. When you come to Montana State, you're on the team, you're part of the family, and yeah.
I'll hop in here. I just have a couple questions. Kind of going back to Tommy a bit, I think it's one thing to have a freshman start their first season, but a freshman come in during the playoffs and make the statement that he has. How would you kind of describe that? I mean, it's not often that you see a guy come in and make such a statement. How would you kind of describe his play? And I mean, I guess did his play surprise you at all coming out that first and second game of the playoffs?
I mean, that's just a testament to Tommy's work ethic. Like I said, he came in and he's just been ready to work. He's always done extra for us, and he's just been sitting back waiting for his opportunity. And when he got that opportunity, he just took it and ran with it. And you guys are seeing, on a weekly basis what he's capable of doing.
And then kind of winding back this year, I mean, this football season, I felt like has gone through a lot, whether it's, canceling that spring season, getting a new head coach, basically an entirely new coaching staff, switching a quarterback in the middle of all of this. I mean, at the beginning of the season, Vegan said that his goal is to bring a national championship to this program. And here you guys are fighting for one in less than a week. Was there any hesitation, at the beginning of the season being like, yeah, the championship is a goal, but not sure if we can reach that in our first year? Or are you not surprised that you're sitting here in this position a couple days out from that game on Saturday?
I wouldn't say it was never a goal for us. That's always been a goal at the top of our pyramid for us. No matter who was here, everyone obviously wants to compete for a national championship. But there was never a sense of doubt. We never focused on, the top of the pyramid. You got to start from the bottom and, work your way up.
Absolutely. And last question for me, being a Bozeman kid and, playing for your hometown team, I'm sure that adds a bunch of levels to the excitement to this game. What do you think that moment will be for you, kind of first stepping into Frisco onto that field on Saturday, getting ready to suit up for a championship for your hometown?
Just everything we've worked for, the last 4 or 5 years, this is what we've been grinding for, working for. And, we're one game away from accomplishing that goal. And, that's everything to this team.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Coulter, go ahead.
Hi, Lance. I know that you talked about just the sort of arc of the last couple of years, given the coaching change and the pandemic and all that, but just to have it all culminate in this moment, what's that taken from you and your senior teammates, and then just what's it like to have all of the adversity you guys have to go through and then culminate in having one last game that everybody wishes they were playing in?
That's just a testament to this team. No matter who came in and took the coaching job, we were all ready to play, ready to compete, and ready to just prove ourselves, prove that MSU is a great team, and we've been ready to compete for a national championship, and to accomplish the goal that hasn't been done 37 years is pretty special for us.
Growing up, did you have a particular Bobcat receiver that you liked or that you looked up to?
I'd probably say Elvis Akpla. And then my freshman year, Mitch Herbert, he was a big influence for me my freshman year, and he took me under his wing, and he kind of showed me, how to play a receiver. He taught me a lot in my first year, so I give a lot of credit to Mitch Herbert. And then, like I said, growing up watching Elvis Akpla.
That's awesome. When you guys won in Texas, Elvis texted me. He said, "This was sweeter than I expected. I didn't realize how much I wanted Montana State to beat Sam Houston." So cool. He still follows the program and still follows you. So last thing for me, the fact that it is NDSU and this has sort of been the speed bump that you guys have been encountering the last several years in the West. I mean, does it seem fitting that you get one last shot at them as a senior?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the last 2 times we played them, they got the best of us. And to be able to go out and compete against them in my last year, was a special opportunity. And, like I said, everyone on this team is ready for it.
All right, Colton, finish us up.
All right. Thanks for the time, Lance. I apologize if this has already been kind of covered a little bit, but, just generally speaking, what's kind of the scouting report? What do you see from NDSU's defense?
They're a good defense. They've proven that for, a very long time. We've played in the last 2 years, like I said, and they've gotten the best of us. But as far as their defense, they're a bunch of hard workers. They fly around, they make plays. They got a really, physical, intense front seven, and they're secondary that, they make plays. And as far as the receiver room, we're ready to compete against them and make plays when the ball, happens to come our way. And, we're just excited to compete.
Yeah, specifically that secondary. I know that's the position group you obviously watch out for the most. Just, who's kind of stands out to you and what skill sets maybe stand out to you more specifically?
I would just say, I'm not going to mention, specific players, but, they're physical. They got good technique, good skill. And, like I said, they make plays. And so, we're ready for the opportunity to go and compete against them.
And one more for me, your senior group has been through so much. I'm curious, these bonds that you have with these guys, just how much do you think you're going to keep in touch with these guys, long after your career is over?
Oh, I mean, these are my brothers for life. They've been my family. They've been brothers since I got on the team, and that bond's still going to be there when when we're done playing and we move on to our our adult lives, and still hoping to be in contact with most of them.